What's going on, guys? Today we have a fun one. It's all about creating supple, strong, flexible shoulders. Now we all know that person, we've seen them about in the wild. They've got rounded shoulders, they got a hunchback, all right? This is gonna help you guys not get that, okay? Nobody wants a hunchback, all right? I don't want you to have a hunchback. So we're gonna go through this routine. We're gonna get those shoulders pulled back. We're gonna get them supple, we're gonna get them strong. You're gonna be able to go out, lift, you're gonna be able to go out and surf, you can go rock climbing, all right? All these things require full range of motion with your shoulders, and that's gonna help you right now with this video, okay? So we're gonna start with a nice little warm up, and we're gonna open up the shoulders with some arm circles, all right? We're gonna do about a minute of these, 30 seconds forward, and then 30 seconds backwards, okay? So again, this is just warming up the shoulders, all right? Take this nice and easy to start, because then we're gonna get right into it. Okay, breathe. And we're gonna go backwards. Now imagine if you did these for 2 or 3 hours, it'd get insanely difficult, okay? We only got a minute of these, so stay with it. We've got 20 more seconds. All right, going backwards. Breathe in, warming up the shoulders. Here we go, a few more seconds here. We got 3, we got 2, we got 1. All right, we're coming into a quadruped position. All right, so our knees are lifted off the ground. We're in this nice tabletop quadruped position. We're gonna do scapula push-ups, okay? So all I'm doing is bringing my shoulder blades together, and then I'm pushing them up, all right? That's the scapular push-up, all right? And your shoulders should be pretty on fire from what we just did with arm circles, so you should be feeling this, because I'm definitely feeling this. All right, we got 30 more seconds. Get through as many scapula push-ups as you can. Fun story, I used to have some crazy chicken wings when I was a kid, and my PT told me to start doing these, and I swear to God, my chicken wings went away. So, these work, all right? We got a couple more. And last one, okay. Next, we got some Sphinx pulses. So, we're gonna lay on the ground, all right? Our hands are just out in front of our head, and we're coming up. This is working that thoracic spine, okay? That upper mid-level back, okay? And we're just working back and forth here. So we're not just staying in this kind of like Sphinx position, all right? We're working back and forth, working through that full range of motion, extension of the back. So you should see from the side, it's just like this. I'm not really using my arms, they're just stabilizing me, and I'm using mostly my back to lift up, okay? So we're going through, we got about 15 more seconds. Keep working back and forth. This prone position is great. If you're surfing a lot, you want to work through this position, get those back muscles strong. Got a couple more. And last one. Okay. Next, we're gonna get into a child's pose position. All right, so I'm sitting back on my heels. I'm reaching forward. All right, and then I'm just gonna move to the right. And what I'm gonna do is try to drop my left shoulder to the floor. So it looks like I'm rotating, all right? Trying to rotate a little bit so that shoulder comes as close to the floor as I can. And you should feel a nice stretch in the lat and the back of the shoulder, okay? So we're just gonna work through that for about 20 more seconds, and then we're gonna switch sides. All right, we're trying to lengthen that arm, lengthen that shoulder, lengthen the lat, getting more range of motion, but we're doing it in this dynamic way where we're rotating and working through that range of motion and then coming out, working through it, and coming back out. Last one, and then we're gonna rotate. All right, and let's move to the other side. Again, reach, reach, reach. Now my right hand's out in front of me, and I'm rotating again, trying to get that shoulder to the floor right here, okay? To help me, I've even placed my left hand on top of my right. This helps me get a little more rotation. All right, we're working through that. Oh yeah. Think about this, you're gonna be able to say hi to your friends from very far away because you're gonna be able to lift your arms so far above your head. They're gonna be like a mile away and be like, oh my God, there's my buddy. There he is. I see him. All right, I'm making myself laugh. Here we go. Sorry about that, guys. If you're not laughing and having fun with your stretching, then you can just go home, but you're probably already there. All right, last one. There we go. Okay, last thing we're gonna do here, we got these arm threads with a little elbow lift. So I'm gonna get in this position here. This is my tabletop position. I'm gonna thread the arm through, okay? I'm gonna lift the hand here, and I'm just gonna lift my elbow, all right? So you can see my elbow lifting. Sorry, I got an attack of the giggles. All right, I'm lifting the elbow, dropping it back down. Lifting the elbow, dropping it back down. Okay, here we go. Sorry, my wife is filming me and she's also laughing, so it makes it difficult to pay attention. Here we go, lifting the elbow, dropping it back down. Elbow, lift, drop. There we go. We got a couple more. We're switching sides and then we're gonna be done. 2 more, 1 and 2. All right, and we're gonna switch sides. Okay, again, tabletop position, threading that arm through. This is my left arm now. I'm bringing that hand up, okay? And then I'm raising that elbow off the floor. Now this is harder than it looks, okay? There's a lot going on here. To help, I'm even trying to grab the back of my shoulder. All right, stay with it. This is a nice stretch in the elbow that you're lifting. You can feel that in the back of that shoulder. As you raise that elbow, nice and controlled. All right, we got about 5 more here. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. All right, so I worked up a little bit of sweat with that. Feels really good. I can test again with my shoulders and see that I feel like I got a little more range of motion. Okay, I'm feeling good, ready to go out there, play, do whatever you guys like to do, whether it's surfing, rock climbing, whatever it is. Even if you've been sitting all day again at your desk, now we got those shoulders back. They're feeling good. You can walk through straight in life, through chest held high and no hunchback, all right? Share this with your friends, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.